Hello. So I just thought I'd give you a bit of a reading because I know some of you are going through some stuff at the moment. So this is my book, that's my book. And just thought I'd read you a little bit of it because I think it's pretty apt for right now. This section is called Feed Your Ego. In the movie The Matrix, the lead character, Neo, has a choice of living a life in a dream or choosing to wake up. This is a perfect metaphor for the ego's view of life. You can live life believing the stories the ego tells you are real, or you can wake up to the real you and live with intuition. Deep inside you, wanting to change, deep inside, it wasn't enough for you to live without being authentically alive. Because deep inside you, you knew that there was more to you, much more to life too. For you, it's just simply never enough. The downside of being awake in a sleeping world is that you are likely to feel more disconnected with the lies that go on around you. Everyone else seems happy with the lie. So you can't wake them up by conversation, and that can be frustrating. It can cause pressure on relationships and family. It can make you think that perhaps you're the only one who's crazy while the rest of the world gets it. Yet in contrast to all of that, when you have a connection, when you are having the most authentic experience you can have, it can bring you the most amount of joy. There's always a Native American Indian saying, but let's just go with this. There is a Native American Indian parable about a grandfather who says, "I feel I have two wolves fighting for my heart. One wolf is vengeful and angry, and the other is loving and compassionate." When asked which wolf will win the fight for his heart, the old man replies, "The one I feed." The more you feed your ego, the more it wins. And that's also true for fear. The more others try and tip your hand to feed your ego, the more you need to feed the other wolf. How you feed that wolf is up to you. Like-minded friends are a great way to feed the right wolf. When you're in the presence of people, remotely, when you're in the presence of people who are not like-minded, sometimes it's better not to enter into a discussion that will force you into feeding the wrong wolf. It doesn't mean that you agree with what's being said. It just means that you are still and quiet in your authenticity. So tuning into what you know. Intuitive living starts by knowing yourself, understanding your beliefs and values, and also to fit into the greater community and universe. Tuning in with all living things, your natural environment, whether that's urban or rural, it still connects you to the planet. The world is changing rapidly, and intuition is one of the major factors in this time of change. If we want to interact from a loving consciousness, we have to change how we understand one another. And yeah, aren't we doing that just now? Intuition is communication without ego, meaning you can respond from a place of love and empathy to everyone and everything around you. You wake up to your real self and see the truth behind the roles that you've been playing and the people have been playing around you. This is a perfect time for all of that. Living intuitively makes you curious about the messages you've been given by society and the world at large. Working with intuition means that you can never be controlled through fear, because intuition opens you up to your perspective and gives you control over your own life. Become less skeptical and more curious, and accept that it won't always be easy being awake in a sleeping world, but you will probably have so much more fun. That's from my book, You Do Know, Learning to Act on Intuition Instantly, which was published by Hay House. I hope that you enjoyed that and it gave you a little bit of food for thought, and I hope that you're all well and happy.